me, crew. No, it's mine. Oh, it's death, then. Or is it?
Boys, no lightsabers in the house.
I'm a geek. And since I'm a geek, and in honor of the new Star Wars movie that came out around Christmas time, I decided I was going to create that little lightsaber scene you saw with my nephews using the plugin mSaber by Motion VFX. I'm going to talk about my review of it, which, to be honest, will not entirely be filled with praise. In fact, this plugin frustrated me way too much, and normally I am a fan of Motion VFX products. I'll start with the things I was impressed with. I love all the options for the different colors of the lightsabers. Like I said before, you can choose whatever color you like, and there's also some cool preset options to choose from. I was also surprised at how realistic they made the light fall off from the glow of the lightsabers, so it reflects off of areas in the shot very realistically and makes it seem like you're actually holding a bright glowing lightsaber. Lastly, I was impressed with the accuracy of the motion trail of the lightsabers. So when my nephews would swing their toy lightsabers, it creates a motion trail, obviously, because I am shooting in 24 frames a second, and mSaber did a great job of creating that realistic cinematic motion trail for their lightsabers. Most of the time, honestly, it would match up perfectly with the toy motion trail. Here are the reasons why I was really disappointed with the plugin and why, if I could go back, I would not buy it again. For one, whenever I would use my cursor to move either the lightsaber endpoints or the keyframes for the mask, it would never be matched up with my cursor. So I would try and move it a tad and it would end up way out of line from where my cursor was, and this made it really hard to make precise adjustments and was just incredibly annoying throughout this short little film I made. A way to combat this is by having the zoom option on when adjusting the lightsaber, but I didn't like this as much because you couldn't see the lightsaber, so I wasn't able to line it up properly, I thought. The next reason this plugin was a disappointment was the masking, and masking proved to be an absolute nightmare. It took the most time and was incredibly frustrating. The keyframes didn't always save, so I'd go back a couple frames and one or two keyframes would be in a totally opposite direction, and I thought I could combat this initially by pressing every keyframe and then pressing add keyframe, so maybe they would all save, but sometimes that didn't even work. In saying that, if you are planning on using this plugin to animate a fight scene or clips where your lightsaber will be going behind something and end up being blocked, then prepare to spend way too much time on masking. I like to think I'm somewhat proficient at knowing how to mask things on my editing software, but for example, with this one clip of 1.83 seconds, I ended up spending 1 hour and 50 minutes just on this plugin, just on the lightsabers. No joke. Also, the rendering time was pretty bad for this plugin compared to other plugins I use, but I am working on a MacBook Pro, so that may not be an issue for you guys. I'd say if you want to create a short little clip with lightsabers with minimal visual blocking of the lightsabers, then this plugin is top-notch and looks realistic. However, if you are planning on creating a fight scene or a longer film of some sort, and you greatly value your time, then absolutely look for an alternative. This was an incredible time waster. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial/review, then it'd help me out if you guys would press the thumbs up button and comment below if you have any questions about mSaber or my channel or anything in general. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and may the Force be with you.
Nerd.